Guys, before we start the show, I just want to talk to you guys about our friends at Buzzsprout.com. Buzzsprout is a really cool hosting site. We actually use it ourselves to put our podcasts on all the major platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all that fun stuff. And Buzzsprout is actually, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, believe me, Buzzsprout's the way to go. They make it super easy to get on all the platforms. Very simple. You sign up, you plug in the information, they do the rest for you. And they actually offer you a lot of cool tools like analytics. They give you audio players that you can put on your website. They actually make you a podcast website, which is freaking awesome because it has all your episodes and show notes and everything on there. They even give you this little clip tool that I love because I don't know if you followed our Instagram page or not, but if you do, you get clips of our podcast this crazy shit we say. You get it all in there. It's all included. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. And it makes my life easier posting it. And I want to tell you guys about it. And right now, if you sign up using our link in the show notes, it'll help us out, but it'll also help you out because it'll give you a discount on your first month, and it'll enter you to win a Amazon gift card. So if you're interested in starting a podcast, believe me, Buzzsprout is what you want to use. What's up? Ooh, that sounds a little too high. Hold on, let me fix that audio real quick. What's up, guys? It's another episode of the Weekly D Podcast, episode 83. I'm your host, Danny G, and today I got a special guest. He's a good friend of the podcast. He was once the podcast assistant. He was the king of taking care of Wyatt, the OG podcast dog. He was our friendly neighborhood pothead, and I live vicariously through him now because I no longer party. Everyone, please welcome our guest, Mikey G.
What's up?
What's up, broski?
I'm back.
What's up, man? How does it feel to have been fired as a podcast assistant and then come back as a guest?
Well, it happens, you know. I always come back some way, somehow.
You always come back? You're like a parasite?
They always come back.
Oh, they always come
back.
Okay. I got you. You're coming in a little confident. I see that. I see you, bro. I see you.
That's how I am in life.
That's how you are in life? You're the comeback king, huh?
Yeah. I like to prove people wrong.
I like that a lot, actually. So, shit, you haven't been on here for a minute, huh?
It's been a while.
You've been in and out. You kind of came back into the podcast assistant not too long ago when me and Alia were recording.
Yeah, I was just like there, the background noise, you know, just
chilling, bringing chips.
It's good to be back on the seat, you know. Last time it wasn't so successful, but I think I'm more confident.
You're more open to talk?
Yeah, more open to talk, more confident. I think lately I just been more confident about myself.
That's good, dude. That's good.
I think really it's because of this one time this acid I took.
Did it open your mind up or?
Yeah, like I did acid for the first time with my friends.
Yeah.
And it was 2 tabs.
2 tabs?
Holy shit. Yes. And, you know, usually with tabs, they say take 2 because usually one won't hit.
Yeah.
But the dealer we had his tabs were just a whole different thing. It was a lot.
It was a lot stronger than you were expecting?
It was a lot stronger because usually it takes about 30 minutes to hit, maybe an hour. They hit it in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Holy shit.
And I could tell you, like, we were just sitting down regularly,
Yeah.
And then like we were just laughing, and then like I don't know, it was different. Like my brain would see things.
Yeah.
Like things would start moving, and we were in this room where it had an AC, and it was blowing everything. Yeah. So and then like his curtains were blankets, right? So every time when the air hit it, it would move. So every time when the blankets would move, it looked like they were breathing with us.
No shit.
So it was a lot. It was a lot. But that day it opened up.
Did it open up your mind, or what?
It opened up my mind. Like I was hallucinating a lot.
Yeah.
Like I was seeing things. Like I looked at my friend's eyes, and they just became like they were flying.
Really?
Like it was crazy. Like it was something I've never experienced before, and it was a lot. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of bad at first because like I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
Like I didn't expect a whole trip like this. Like I kind of did, but
not that strong.
Not that strong. It was really strong. I felt the vibrations. Like I can feel it.
Were y'all listening to anything that enhanced the?
Well, we were listening
like
to
fancy music.
Yeah, we were listening to like Cuco.
Oh,
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
We had a lot of deja vu moments. A lot of deja vu moments. Like it was kind of weird because we would hear a Cuco song, and then I remember an hour passed by, which felt forever. We went to the car, and it felt like we were in a spaceship. It was so cool. So we see cars pass by, and it looked like spaceships.
You're just vibing.
Yeah, and it was actually on New Year's. 4th of July.
Yeah. So did you watch any fireworks while tripping out?
There wasn't no fireworks, but we bought those sparklers.
Oh, okay.
And that was cool. That was pretty cool.
Dude, you should have came over. We were fucking the fireworks.
I know, I heard. But I was just doing acid.
Bro. Acid's a cool ass drug, bro.
It is a cool.
I have a couple experiences with it. You know, I've done it in the middle of a field, and I've also done it at a rave.
Oh, that's crazy.
Both times was amazing, but at the rave, when you have the lights and the lasers, and your mind's just melting, and then you're feeling the vibration of the bass, just boom, boom.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You get sent to a whole nother world, dude. And then like the first time I tried it at a rave, I was at Life in Color. So it was a rave where they had paint cannons. It was outdoors. They would do it outside of the BBVA stadium in the parking lot.
Yeah,
it was parking lot C if I remember right. And there was a huge festival. It was an all-day festival, and they had like paint cannons. When you bought your ticket to get in, they would give you a white T-shirt. Then if you bought the little package, the little kit, they would give you a white T-shirt, 2 bottles of paint, a backpack, some sunglasses, and it was dope as fuck, right? But when the acid hit, and you're just feeling boom of the bass, and you're just hearing the music, and you're seeing everyone you're seeing them like vibe out, and you're seeing them jump up and down, and it feels like you're just in the ocean, just on waves, just.
That's so cool.
Then the paint hits you, right? It's water paint, so it's cold and it's hot as shit. So then your body just starts it really sends you to a whole nother world, dude.
But I bet you because I know when I was on it, I was really hot at the beginning, and I know when that paint hit, it must have cooled you down.
Oh, dude, it felt like I was in the ocean, but it was a desert. And then when the paint hit me, it felt like I was in the Arctic. It completely just flipped everything.
Oh, and also when we did the trip, so we're so dumb. We bought pizza to deliver.
To deliver?
15 minutes before we took the acid.
So right when the acid, dude.
So yeah, we took the acid, right? And we go outside because we were freaking out because this is the first time, except for 2 other people. They're experienced. But it was me and someone else that haven't done it. So we go outside and we're tripping, right? And at this moment, I was pretty chill. I was just enjoying it.
Yeah.
We were in the car, and I remember I was just staring. We were all sitting down, but I was tripping hard because like I said, I've never done acid, and I was seeing things. It was weird, but it was cool at the same time.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes, we're in the car. the Domino's driver comes into the driveway.
No.
He comes into the driveway, and he, for some reason, it was so freaky because like we're on acid, and he was trying to make conversation. So weird, but the way he said it though, I was tripping. I was like in a different world, and he was like, "So how's quarantine? So like how's your family quarantined and everything?" I'm just like, dude, just give me the pizza. But like I couldn't say that. But I was like, oh, like I was trying to keep my composure, trying to have a simple conversation when I was in another world.
Dude, isn't that the worst? Like, you know, we're talking about acid trips and stuff, but isn't it the worst when you do drugs because you forget you gotta go do something?
Yeah.
And then you get high as shit, whether you're tripping balls or just a super fucking high where you can't move. And then you realize, oh shit, I gotta go somewhere, or I gotta interact with people.
Yeah, like when that happened, it was so freaky. And then once when we grabbed the pizza, we had to go back inside. And at this point, like we're kind of peeking, we're kind of getting there. And I get to the door. One of my friends already went in because she was kind of freaking out, sweating. And I was like, oh. And then I try to go in. I had the pizza. I just dropped the box trying to get it. Yeah, I dropped the box.
Oh no!
But like the pizza was still good. But like I just dropped it.
Damn, bro.
And then I went inside and then we were just chilling. And then we left the pizza there because we didn't touch it until the trip. Yeah, because it was too much at the time. Like I could not. But it was such a crazy experience. Like I will never forget that trip. Yeah. It was such a amazing experience.
Besides you tripping balls and like seeing other things, was there like a specific hallucination that hit you or like that made you think, whoa? Well, or, like something eye-opening. Because I remember when you came home, you came home completely different that day.
Oh yeah, no, like
it looked like you teared up. It looked like you went through some shit.
Because like because it was the first time and it was so much throughout the first 3 hours, I was freaking out. I think about it. I was like, I don't know why I couldn't control it.
Were you having anxiety or?
I was having it. Like I actually did feel like, yeah, I had a panic attack kind of because like I generally felt like I was gonna die, because like it was so much so much I couldn't handle it, and like I kind of like fucked up the vibe because I was freaking out so much. But then like once when we went outside the second time, because like it was like first 4 hours I was freaking out.
But you said it was two of you that had never done it until you had. So did the other two people that had done it before try to settle you down, or were they high too?
Because here's the thing.
That's the trick to doing these drugs is you gotta have one person that's the control group, the one that has experienced it, and he wants his friends to experience it. So he's cool with sitting it out to make sure everything's
okay. So here's what happened. Okay, so the reason why I was freaking out so bad is because my other friend was freaking out, but she eventually got it together. But I just never eventually got it together. She went into the shower, she cooled down, and then I went in the shower, and I just couldn't. And then like I had so much water on me, like I felt like the water was melting my face.
Did you feel like you were drowning?
I didn't feel like I was drowning, but I just felt. And the thing is, like, there was no water. There was I was freaking out because like no water, and like I was thinking so many things in my head, and I just genuinely thought I was gonna die, and I felt like the water was melting my face.
Like that guy?
Yeah.
So I got psychedelic videos just playing on the background on the TV.
Yeah,
and literally as Michael's telling the story, there's a guy melting his face off.
Yeah, that's exactly me. And then my friends, they're the two that were experienced, right? One of them was genuinely concerned, and the other one didn't give a fuck. Like they were just vibing, like they were trying to vibe, like they were trying to keep me controlled, but like I kept freaking out. Like I don't know why, I just couldn't control.
So isn't that the worst though? Like when it's so overwhelming that you just like you're trying to keep cool, but you can't.
Yeah, like I don't know why. I think about it now. I'm just like I don't know why I couldn't. And they told me
your mind wasn't in the right place.
Yeah, and then like like the house that we always do it, like I always get like some vibe. I don't know. I never have a good trip there. I don't know because everyone else they'll be alright, but then I'm just never good sometimes.
Well, what if that house is haunted? There's like some saying.
I don't know. It's in the middle. It's in the middle of the woods.
Oh, that explains a lot.
But and then like there's no AC. There like the AC is the one on the walls. It was kind of hot.
The loud ass ones.
It was like it was a struggle.
So
like,
is it a cabin in the woods or is it like a legit house?
It was a mobile house.
Okay.
Mobile home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but like I said, I was like for the first 3 hours, I just freaking out. I thought I was gonna die, but I eventually got it together. And then that's when, like I told you, we went outside. The cars passing by in the nighttime. We're lighting up sparkles. That's when I was finally having a good time.
Yeah.
And also like the acid. So I know like I was like insecure about myself. Mm-hmm. I would always like follow people, do things like
you weren't yourself yet.
Yeah, I wasn't myself.
Yeah.
And like I caught myself because the acid would like catch me like trying to do what people are trying to do instead of doing what I want to do.
There you go.
So I caught that and I was like, oh crap, like. And I even told him, I was like, why did I just say the same thing, or why did I want to go do the same thing you just wanted to do?
Yeah. So the acid was a coming of age.
Yeah, like, so my bad trip was basically a lesson.
Yeah. Hey, that's legit, bro.
Yeah, it was a lesson. And but like, I'm telling you, the second half, funnest. It was the best thing I've ever experienced.
That's the crazy thing about bad trips, though, right? Because the way I've seen it, like, I've never had a bad trip with acid. Every time I've had acid, it's great. Although I did get paranoid when I was at the rave because I got hot.
Yeah, like, when it gets hot,
when it gets hot and you have no water and nothing to splash on your face, it's scary. But
yeah, that's when it gets scary, man.
Yeah, but like the one bad trip I've had was with mushrooms.
Ah, mushrooms. And I've done it once.
I've done mushrooms twice, right?
I also tried to do them twice, but you know, the second time I tried to do it, 4 grams of shrooms did not hit, and it was a week after I did the acid. Yeah. And I think it was the acid because like,
it fucked you up.
Yeah. The 4 grams, it didn't hit me at all. Like you know how usually with shrooms you get that tingling feeling. Mm-hmm. I got it for like 2 seconds,
but nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. So the first time I did mushrooms, it was horrible. Like this is when I was in high school. I snuck out the house. Don't ask how. Just know I snuck out. I snuck out the house. I went with some friends, and remember how we used to live. Like where we used to live, there used to be cow farms behind. Yeah. Well, where do shrooms grow? In cow shit at midnight. So we went picking them. Like we picked a bunch of them, kind of rinsed them off, ate them. I don't know how much I ate. At that time, I didn't know about grams, eighths, or anything. I was in it for the ride. Yeah. Right? So we're sitting in the middle of this field, and I ate, I want to say about half a handful of shrooms. Right? That's a lot. And I ate them, and at the time, I mean, I wasn't in the great place mentally. You know, I was in a sunken place. I think that's a good word to describe how I felt. I was in a sunken place where our family was going through a lot of shit. I knew I wasn't going to go to college because we were just in a bad place. Yeah. Financially, it was like we didn't know what was next, right? So because I was in a sunken place and I was using things like this to fill a void and kind of
trying to get away from that.
Yeah, so you know, drugs like that, they show you your subconsciousness. That's the amazing thing about it. Like when you did the acid trip, you know, when you started thinking about those things, it's things you've had in the back of your head. You just never knew how to bring to light. Yeah. At least that's how I see it with psychedelics.
Yeah, with psychedelics, I think that's it. Like I'm telling you, like it just opened my third eye.
Yeah, like it just reveals your subconscious to you. And that's why sometimes people get uncomfortable with it, or sometimes they see crazy shit. Yeah. At that time of my life, like I said, I was in a very sunken place. I was depressed. I wanted a way out. So I ate those shrooms. About 45 minutes later, I get more than just a tingling feeling. I get a, oh shit, I can't stand up feeling. So I sit on the ground. Right, and I'm just chugging water because I'm like, fuck, I don't like this. I'm starting to have a
panic attack.
Usually, every time I've done drugs for the first time, I get a panic attack.
I mean, me too. That is me too.
Because like the highs are so different that you know.
Yeah, the highs are different. That was Yeah,
it's a learning curve. But it hit me right, and I got past the tingly feeling and I started hallucinating. and the shit I saw was terrifying. Like, even though I was with friends, I knew they weren't like the best of friends. They weren't friends that I was gonna keep around.
Yeah.
There were people that were just there for the time.
But you see, that's what I like about shrooms. Like, you can see like their energy. You can see their aura, kind of. Yeah. Like, you can see what kind of friend they are, and that's why I like shrooms.
Yeah. Well, at that time, because of that, dude, the shit I started seeing, like, you know how we grew up in a Catholic religious home. The shit I started seeing was like I started seeing demons. I started seeing shit come at me and like try to scratch me and bite me.
That's crazy.
And like I was hearing this howling noise. Like I'll never be able to describe it, but it was like just nonstop, just going just constantly in my ears, dude. And all the people I was with, I was seeing their faces melting.
Oh my god!
And like turning into demons, like they're just turning into black figures. And within the trip, like it was getting more and more and more intense. And it was a full moon. I'll never forget this. It was a full moon. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. It got real dewy, like it got real humid.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing these people, and I'm just sweating my ass off, and I'm terrified, dude. Like I'm just seeing monsters and shit. Towards the end, I see death.
Oh really?
Yeah, like it's the scary. It's so weird because after that moment, I lost my fear of dying.
But like, what was your like? How can you describe it? Like, what did you see that showed you death?
Okay. So I see all these demons and stuff, right? And I'm hearing the howling, and then I see this dark figure start walking towards me, right? And he's just slowly walking towards me, but I can't see his feet. I can't see his face.
It's just dark.
Or his hand. It's just like a dark figure in a cloth. Like you know how they always say death has like the Reaper has a sip. I didn't see any of that. I just saw something dark going towards me, and I saw these demons slowly start backing up. Right, and then like 3 feet in front of me, I could see the skeleton of his feet, like the bones.
Yeah.
And then its hand reach out. Oh, shit. And it was like, don't. And I remember it saying it in like this fucking trippy ass voice. It was like, it was a super deep voice, but at the same time, it was like 2 voices in one.
Oh, okay.
And like it was a deep voice, and then there was a woman's voice at the same time.
Okay. I know what you're saying, like a normal voice, but then it has
like a real deep voice.
Yeah, but like the 2 voices,
and then a woman's voice, and it reached out to me, right? Because I'm on the ground, and I'm seeing like this hand that's like rotting flesh and bone, reaching out to me, and then it said like, don't worry, don't fear me. There's nothing to be afraid of. Then he picked me up.
That's crazy,
right? And since then, like I like it fucked me up. That sounds traumatizing. It fucked me up in a way where like, so I just recently started counseling, right? Because obviously I got a bunch of fucked up shit in my head. But it fucked me up in a way where it made me not fear dying ever. Like the times like it was weird because after that I had a lot of near-death experiences. You know, I had someone pull out a gun on me and try to rob me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I had a fucking car accident that looked a lot worse than it actually was.
Caused you a hernia and everything.
Yeah, and like fucked up my back. I literally like months after at work, I work at a tractor dealership. One of the buckets just fell right in front of me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I started seeing a lot of things where it was like near death, but it wasn't death. And then I went to Vegas and I fell off the side of the Grand Canyon and I was hanging on.
Yeah.
And in all those moments, all I could hear was, "Don't worry."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I knew like you always said like, "Oh, I had a bad trip in shrooms and everything, and I'll never do it again." But I never knew like what kind of trip you had. I knew you had like demons come at you and everything, but not this deep.
It was a dark
I see
trip,
why
man. And you know what? That was the first time. I tried it again for a second time. Because at the second time I was like, okay, I think I was just in a bad headspace. No, again, the second time I saw demons and ghouls. I didn't see death that time, but I saw demons and ghouls come out. But that time, like, They were just yelling. They weren't getting close to me or anything. It was so weird. But that's when, like, every time someone's like, oh, let's do shrooms, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I gave it 2 tries. Third time's not going to be the charm.
I remember my first time. I was a pussy. I got an 8th. But I didn't end up doing the whole 8th. Like, I only did, like, I would say 2.5.
Damn.
Maybe 3.
Okay, so almost half.
Yeah. But I didn't hallucinate. That's the thing. I was kind of upset. It was too weak.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get the tingly feeling, and I had my contacts on that day. No glasses.
No.
And I thought I had 20/20 vision. I thought I was seeing everything perfect. I thought it was amazing. And I remember Danny took me to the little park that we usually go.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down there because she thought I was going to trip really bad. But I was very calm, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to walk. I could see everything clearly. Colors were beautiful.
Yeah.
My vision was so good, and I could see colors so good that I got in her car, and I thought the interior on the front, I thought it was clean because it was super black. I was like, did you clean your car? And I was like, this looks clean. And she's like, no. And I was like, oh crap. And I was laughing so much. It was so good. Then we went to her friend's house because she thought, when I did it, all her family were at home. But she thought I was going to like trip bad, you know, like hallucinate. But I was very calm. I was so calm that I wanted to eat the rest of the shrooms because it was really cool. We went down to her friend's house, maybe like 10-minute drive, maybe less. Put on a song. It was beautiful, like, and then it was barely sunset, so everything. The view was just incredible.
Dude, I bet.
I was watching trippy stuff on my phone. I thought that was pretty cool.
What were you watching?
So I was like. So there was this one thing, the zoom, where you look and it's just zooming into everything, but it never stops.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was pretty cool. I was so into it. Like, I was eventually, like, watching it upside down. Yeah. I was just like this, watching it. I thought it was so cool. And throughout my whole trip on mushrooms, it was really good. I kept thinking about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And eventually, everything I thought about, I just thought about, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's trippy how that shit works, ain't it?
No, yeah, it's
like,
and then like another thing, like because we live in such a Catholic household, you know.
Yeah.
Drugs, you know, they're bad. You know, they're not good for you. They're just, you know, I've always grew up like that.
Yeah. And you know, it's so funny because we always grew up like that, but I was always the guy that I was getting fucked up doing all sorts of crazy shit. And you know, I was showing up on Sunday at church.
And you know, the thing is, like, at that time when you would go out and everything, I thought you just hang out with your friends, but you just never cared about what time you came back. So that's what I thought. But now the older I get, I'm doing the same thing. And I understand, like, what you went through and how I see why you do the things, you know.
Yeah.
And like when I was young, man, like I was always a good kid, you know. I was always trying to be good. Like I've always, like, drugs, like the only drug I ever thought about was weed. But I've always stayed away from it. Like the only thing about weed was it's gonna come to me some way, somehow, and it did. But like I said, drugs, man, I've always thought they were bad and everything, but it's a really healing. Sometimes it can heal. Like, yes, it sounds bad, but like if you use it in a way where it's not
in a spiritual way,
like psychedelics, amazing. I think they're great for that.
Like I said, even though I had a bad trip with mushrooms, I would never tell somebody don't try mushrooms.
No, yeah, like
same thing with acid. I would never tell someone don't try it. I'd be like, at least try it once in your life.
At least once. Because it would change you.
Yeah, like, like that's the one thing I hate is like the stereotype of drugs. Like, oh, you're gonna be. I mean, yeah, there is a chance you're gonna be addicted to it.
I mean, some can be addictive, but if you
get
discipline
addicted,
yourself,
yeah, if you're not disciplined, if you're not focused in life, or if it runs in your genetics,
yeah,
like for us, alcoholism runs in our genetics. You know, we've had family members die of alcoholism.
No, yeah.
I was a full-fledged alcoholic at one point, you know, because of situations that happened with my friends.
Yeah.
I've tried to stay away from drinking, and I do drink, but not as much. You know, I go like one drink a week or something.
Look, just like that. That's what I was looking at when I was on the stream.
You see all that crazy shit on the side? Can you see how that death is right there? That wasn't even close to what I saw.
Rick and Morty on shrooms.
Amazing. I've been wanting to do a little bit of that.
I watched the pickle episode.
Oh, you know what might be fucking trippy as shit? Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles!
That's fucking creepy already.
Yeah, it's a satanic show, obviously. But it's so funny. But yeah, dude, it's crazy how we grew up in a very strict household. But
no, I think about that too, man. Like, I think, and also like another thing that I've learned about you know, life and just like between our household. You know how our parents are like always trying to get us to, you know, they think about health, like mental health. See, like, you know, we always grew up, you know, like some mental health like isn't real, like ADHD.
Well, we grew up in a very Mexican household. We are first generation kids to immigrants. So we grew up with very old school machismo,
very
Mexican parenting. You know, where everything's the devil. If you're not in church on Sunday, you're a bad kid.
Yes.
You gotta do good at school, even though they don't know how to help you with homework. If you don't do it right the first time, you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna do it again.
And you're gonna get yelled at. Man, I've cried many times.
You're gonna cry alone in your room after you get an ass whooping.
I was a crybaby too. I cried every time when I got help from my dad.
I remember that, dude. I remember it was like every time I see these memes nowadays, like where they're like, when the Mexican parent tries to help you in the school and all they do is get loud.
That's so funny because like I could only imagine it seeing from your perspective because you're like actually there and I'm getting tortured.
Yeah, well, I mean, I went through the same thing, bro. At one point, I remember when I was little, you weren't born yet. I don't think you were born yet. If you were a baby. I didn't want to do homework, right? Dad got pissed. He's like, you're going to do your fucking homework. You're going to study and you're going to get good grades. And I got pissed. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this shit. And well, this is when we still lived in California. And something broke down and they asked him if he could fix it in our subdivision. I think it was the gate. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll go look at it for you guys. So he's looking at the gate and like mom's trying to help me with homework and she's not helping. Like she's just getting louder and louder. Yeah. So I got pissed and I was like, I'm gonna run away. You know, because I'm a little fucking kid. I don't want to do shit. And my mom's just yelling and getting madder and madder. So I ran away. Boy, I walked out that house so pissed off. Just to walk to the gate that Dad was trying to fix. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back home. He whooped my ass, bro. He whooped my ass so bad. I did my homework and didn't eat that night.
That's another thing I've also learned. Like, I grew up very baby, considering like I am the last child. But like, you know, I did go through that stuff like hits and all that. You know, parenting from a Mexican.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier. Yeah. I mean, just because you're the baby, you get a little bit more leniency. Yeah. It doesn't get easier. The emotional trauma is still there.
Yeah. But, like, even though, like, I was baby, like, you know, I grew up learning, like ever since Danny, like, she called me out on it, you know, because I'm the last child. But, like, I see it now, which is why I try to do my things on my own.
Yeah, that's good, bro. And you know what? I'm proud of you. Proud of you because you're putting yourself through school. Like you're doing your thing, man.
Yeah, I put myself in school. I paid for school.
That's what I'm saying. You're paying for school. You're working full time. you know, you're grinding out here, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it by myself too. Like, I would appreciate the help that they would give me, like they say, but
it ain't there.
If it ain't there, I mean, I just take it. I'm just like, you know, I gotta do this by myself.
And I'm really proud of you, dude. I am super proud of you that you're doing it yourself. I wish I was in a position where I could help you more. But my dumb ass was bad with money too, and then I wanted to start a podcast, so I wasted all my money on starting a podcast.
No, man, do your thing. Like, if any, like, I'm good. I appreciate any help, but I respect self grind, you know, everything. Like,
you gotta grind, bro.
Man, that's one thing I appreciate that my father taught me to learn how to work and grind for your own things.
That's what I was gonna say.
I appreciate that.
That's what I was gonna say. There's one good thing Dad has taught us is to grind our asses off and work for what we want.
Yeah, because like, and then that's another thing too, because I was babied so much, they always thought I couldn't do it, or like, oh, that's too much for you, you know. Yeah. Like, I remember when I got my first job, they were like, oh, I don't think you should work, you're too young, and I still work. And they appreciate it. And then the next job I tried to get, I was trying to work outside because they offered me more money.
Bro,
nobody thought I was gonna be able to.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this motherfucker is not gonna make it working outdoors.
They thought I wasn't gonna do it.
I was like, he's not gonna make it more than a month. Man. You proved me wrong, bro.
I did.
You proved me really wrong.
It was a good 9 months, almost a year, but
it was a grind.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was a grind for sure.
It sucked. It sucked, but the money was too good at that time, and I was really appreciating work at that time. My friend got me that job. I was working like a motherfucker though. I was putting them hours. I would at least, if it was long days, especially in the summer, I was putting 60 hours a week.
Yeah, you learn what it's like to grind, bro.
Yeah, and then I especially when I was doing foam, because we have groups, where I had to go out of town.
Yeah, like go to Victoria and stuff. Yeah, dude, I'm so proud of like the person you've become. Because like I said, when you got that job, I was like, this motherfucker's not gonna make it more than a month. I was like, this dude's used to indoors, fucking not getting his hands dirty. And you did it, bro. You shut me up, and you know you learned to work hard, play hard. And that's what life's all about, bro.
New job now.
New job? Who this?
I work at Amazon now.
Damn, bro.
I'm making more money. More money now.
Are you sure you want to say that after what you just said?
I'm making more money now.
Yeah. No, that's dope, bro. That's dope. That's good for you.
That's really cool, man. I just learned. It's really appreciated, though.
Yeah, no.
I appreciate my dad teaching me and know how to work hard.
Yeah, he's been a tough dad, but he's been a good dad.
Yeah. It's just like mom too. Like yes, she worked hard. You know, she's very less educated, but she knew how to take care of us.
She knew how to grind, bro. She knew how not to give up. If there's one thing like I will always give them props on, more mom than dad, is that she knew to never give up. Yeah, even when we're going through tough times, she knew that we had to make it somehow. Yeah, and she had that grind that pushed dad to make it somehow.
Yeah, I think dad was, you know, he went through tough times and all, but I think mom was just there to lift him up. Yeah, be like, hey, keep going, we got this. We're not gonna give up. She was the motivator.
She was the driving force, bro. Like honestly, I want them to tell their story someday on this other podcast I'm working on. Mm-hmm. But dude, from the shit mom has told me, you know, it got to the point where they were so in debt, and they were starting to have so many issues. Like, I don't know if you know this, but dad told mom, he's like, you know what, I fucked this up. I'm the one that got us in this hole. If you want, go back to California with the boys. I'll stay here and deal with this myself.
No shit.
Like, he legitly, as a man of honor and the man he is, he told him, you can leave. You can leave and leave me here. Mm-hmm. You know, and hearing that dad did that, I got so much respect for him. Because he knew it was going to be a tough fight, and he didn't want to drag us along with it. Mm-hmm. But he gave mom that option, and mom being the strong, independent woman she is,
Yeah.
You know, strong Latina woman. She was like, "No, we're gonna grind this out as a family, and we're gonna make it." We had tamales at Christmas. That was the only present we had. Besides the money I had to buy everyone presents. Mm-hmm. I don't even know. I think we were too young for that.
I think I was.
But that Christmas, I bought everyone presents because mom and dad didn't have money, and I was making money. Mm-hmm. You know, I was working.
I mean, yeah, I think that's another thing that I believe that kind of sucked as being the youngest one. I didn't get to know like all the info because, like, you know, and growing up, like I said, babied all the time. I thought we were okay, but really we weren't. You know, you tell me things now that I never knew back then. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, like the time we stole the water from the neighbor's house.
Yeah, oh, I remember that.
Fucking ran a water hose from their faucet.
Like I
so
do.
We could shower and cook.
I do remember like those tough times where we would shower with like
warmed up water outside because we didn't have electricity.
Yeah, I remember those days, but I thought it was just part of it, man. Because you know what, I was always distracting myself by going outside and playing.
But they always held it down, bro.
They did, man. I'm not gonna lie, they did.
You know, we always had food to eat, and we had a place to stay. Even though we were getting kicked out, we had a place to stay. So
man, but I've always loved that neighborhood because I had friends that I would always go out and play. I was always going out.
Always going out and playing basketball and bullshit.
I always had something to do.
Yeah, that place was dope, bro. But yeah, okay. Anyways, let's get out this fucking depressing ass moment. I got a question because this happened to me the other day. So the other day I hit you up and I was like, it was a Friday, it was a long week, and I was like, hey, bro, I want some edibles. I haven't had edibles in a while. I haven't gotten high in a while.
Man, first of all, I just want to say this.
And you gave me the plug.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to say his name or not.
Nah, it's okay.
You don't want to blow up his spot, but the plug came through. Mm-hmm. Right?
Well, before we go on, I just want to say, as you said before, your neighborhood pothead, it has not smoked weed since July.
Damn, bro.
And we're in September.
Holy shit. Damn, you didn't even smoke for your birthday?
Nope.
Let's go get high.
No, yeah.
You just got a new job.
I've been clean. I've been clean. That's good. Honestly, like, I did weed so much. I got over it.
You got over it. I mean, I did the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know, when I was your age, I was just fucking smoking weed, getting drunk, doing ecstasy, popping, you know.
Oh, man.
Doing
You've done ecstasy. I've done Molly.
I've done a little bit of cocaine.
Ooh, I haven't done that.
You know, the devil's salt. Fuck.
Yeah, I kicked it out bad.
You know, I did a little bit of the devil's powder, a little snowflake. But goddamn, dude, that was a wild time. It was a fun time.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
You know, that's one thing.
I'm still going though. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't do weed, but I do other stuff.
No, that's one thing. Like, people are like, "Damn, you don't regret it." The only thing I regret was spending all the money I did on drugs and alcohol.
I think,
but I had the greatest fucking experiences of my life.
Okay, so like, I do regret spending a lot of money on weed because I did spend a lot of money on weed. Yeah. But
the experiences,
they are fun. Yeah. But like, I think weed, for me, I think I did spend too much.
Yeah.
But because like I don't do weed not anymore basically. Uh-huh. But I'll do psychedelics. But the thing about psychedelics, I'll do it maybe once a month.
Yeah. You can't do it all the time. It's too much.
But I'll do it once a month. I'm down.
No, dude, I
feel like that's cheaper than weed.
Far cheaper than cocaine, believe me.
Oh yeah, I know that for sure.
Nah, bro, but that was a wild fucking time, dude. I had threesomes. I did all this.
No, yeah, I didn't do that. The only thing I've done,
bro. One of the best nights I ever had, not gonna lie, I went to Montrose in Houston. Mm-hmm. When you're in club, go to Montrose in Houston. Okay, it's LGBT friendly to the max there. Like, that's where all the gays and everything are. I went with some friends. I knew this guy was gay, right? I knew from the jump, and he had a lot of girlfriends, right? But they're also like lesbian stuff. And one time he invited me. He's like, "Dude, let's go clubbing." And I was like, "I'm not a huge clubber, but he's like, don't worry about it." He's like, "I bet you won't spend a single dime on alcohol tonight or anything." I was like, "No way." He's like, "Yeah, come on, dude, just go with us and we'll have a good time." And he's like, "I'll buy you your first drink." And I was like, that's all you had to say. So we Uber out there. We go to Montrose. We go to this club, right? and I had drank too much water before we got in the Uber. So the first thing I had to do was go take a piss. Okay, we walk in there and it's just techno music, and I'm like, okay, I'm digging this because you know I was big into the rave, the house scene. Like I love that shit.
I wasn't big to the raves, but like I'm down for the festivals. Like
no,
festivals.
Hold on. When shit goes back to normal after this COVID bullshit, me, you, Noelia, her friend Rebecca, and a couple more other people, we're gonna go rave. We're gonna pop some exos and just dance our asses off. But back to my story. So we're in Montrose. I don't know where we're at, to be honest. We pre-gamed a little bit. I don't know. So we got there and I was like, fuck, I'm digging the music. You know, it's just boom, and I was like, this is shit. But I gotta take a piss. So I go to take a piss. Instantly, I realized there's no stalls. Like, there's a urinal, but there's nothing blocking you.
Oh.
And I was like, oh. And the only stall there is to go take a shit. Right? And, like, as I'm walking in, I see 5 dudes come out the shitter. And I was like, that's weird. So I go take a piss. And I'm taking a piss, and this dude next to me, he looks over, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, we good, bro, or what? He's like, oh, no, we good. And I was like, all right, man, I appreciate you looking at my dick. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, you know?
Yeah.
Here's why I fucked up. Let me rephrase back. Okay, when we were going, I wore my pink button-up shirt. I wore my pants, my blue jeans, and my boots.
Oh, my God, I thought that you were the gays person.
So they thought I was gay. Right? And like, so I took a piss, I washed my hands, and this dude walked out right behind me. And he's like, hey, I want to apologize to you, let me buy you a drink. And I was like, all right, man, like, we cool. So he bought me a drink, right? So I drink it, I go meet up my friends again, and I see these, like, 2 big-ass black dudes looking at me. And I was just like, why are they looking at me like that? And like, I'm bullshitting with my friend. He's like, dude, those guys bought us drinks.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, dude, these people are really nice. They're over here buying us drinks and shit. And he just busts out laughing. He's like, you still haven't realized it? I was like, what? He's like, look around. You're in the fucking gay bar. And he's just cracking up. And I was like, where? He's like, yeah. He's like, come on, let me go. Let's go. He's like, go to the restroom with me. And I was like, what the fuck? He's like, no, just go with me. We're going to meet up some people. We go in there, bro. We go in the shitter stall. And I'm terrified because there's 5 of us walking in, and I'm like, fuck, this is where I get raped or something. You know, so I'm walking in, clenching my ass cheeks just in case they try to do something funny. We walk in, and I just see all these little dime bags on the changing table.
Oh my God.
And they're like, you like to party? I looked at my friend, I looked at all of them. I was like, fuck yeah, I like to party. I'm like, alright, man. We started doing lines, bro. We weren't doing lines, we were doing rails.
Oh my God.
Right, the length of the changing table was like half this. We're doing rails, bro. Okay, we walk out fucking coked up out our minds. We walk out and the music just boom, 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 boom. That's the last thing I remember. Because it went from boom, boom, boom to more rails, to more drinks, to more rails, to more drinks.
Holy shit.
Bro, I think I sobered up at least 6 times that night. Going from shit-faced drunk to sober just with the rail.
I think that's the difference between me and you with drug. I get scared when it comes to like that. I don't know why. Because Danny, she don't give a fuck. She want to do it to like max where she can give the max fucked up but not death.
I got to the point where I was just feeling my heart just boom, 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 and I was like, okay, I need to chill. But so here's a crazy thing, right? So the reason I started going to counseling was partially because of this. Every time I drink and I'm out and about, my mind goes to it switches. I have a switch in there, right? And as soon as I drink and I know I'm out somewhere, it just flips. And it's like, let's go party. and like for the longest time, I was like, I don't understand why this is happening, right? So I signed up for counseling and shit with my girlfriend. Because she works at a counseling center, and like I got this counselor, and I was telling him about it. He's like, dude, you have this thing called. He's like, not a lot of people have it, but the people that have it is like they struggle with drug addiction and alcoholism because it goes to this. So I have some shit called euphoric recall, which is every time I drink or I do a drug, the reason my brain switches is because it got so used to just partying all the time that's where it wants to go instantly. And like, I think it was ever since that night that I did like 6 rails of cocaine.
Dang. But like, I think that's so, like, yes, it's bad, but I think that's so fucking cool.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, partying with those gay guys was the best night of my life.
Dude,
ever.
But like, I feel like you're just so invincible at that time. Like, I just think you're so badass.
Fucking Superman, bro.
And like, with me, my problem is I get nervous.
You get paranoid.
I get paranoid.
Yeah.
And I can't help it. Like, sometimes I can't help it, but
See,
I want to get over it, though.
Yeah, my thing is, I get paranoid right away. Like, when it hits me, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I don't like this. But then when it starts mellowing out, I'm like, alright, I know what it's like.
See, that's the thing.
Let's start going.
That's the thing. Like, I know that feeling. Like when I did Molly, as soon as I did it, heart rate went off. I was like, oh fuck, this is my first time. Like, I've never done it. I'll tell you my Molly story after you're done. But man, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Except like when I get paranoid. But sometimes, like, I'll eventually, like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes, like, the acid where I was just freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, the acid, the only time I freaked out.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, bro. But, like I said, I don't regret any of the decisions I made. I just regret spending the money. Because there's no one in the world that will ever be able to take away the night I partied with gay guys. And I'm not going to lie to you. We partied until 5 a.m., okay? We partied until 5 a.m. We went to after clubs. I didn't know where I was by the time the night ended. Honestly, I don't know how I got home that night. Okay? That's how fucked up I was.
Who were you with? Like, just them?
Just them. The whole night.
How did you end up getting there?
I think they drove me home.
No, but like, how did you end up, like, did you go, like, out by yourself?
I Ubered with them. I Ubered with a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember, I told you, I met this guy, and he always hung out with a bunch of chicks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he was cool as shit, dude. Like, fucking coolest guy ever. It's a shame he moved. He moved to New York.
Yeah.
But the dude was super fucking cool, but there's never in my life have I partied so hard, had so much fun, didn't care what was going on, and didn't spend a single dime.
That's so badass.
I spent $1, and that was for the Uber pool.
That's fucking
$1 the whole night. And I consumed easily like $200 worth of cocaine and about $200 worth of beers and shots. Because you know I'm a heavyweight when it comes to drinking.
That's the thing. You have a high tolerance too.
And you know what's crazy? So I haven't drank in a long time. Like, and then when I do, it's like a beer or two. That drink I drank, that was all liquor and a little bit of ice and a splash of ginger beer. I don't feel it at all. Like, even to this day, I have a crazy high tolerance for alcohol.
I know. That's crazy,
ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Like, the things you've done, I'm not surprised.
Bro,
I feel like you're gonna have that high tolerance with alcohol for a long time.
Yeah. Bro, but I mean, like I said, I've built stories that no one will ever be able to take away from me. Or experiences. Like the time I had a threesome with a chick and with a grown woman and her daughter after fucking St. Patrick's Day.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. No one does that.
No one does that.
I honestly thought the only way that happens is in the porno. Okay? And then I've never told you, but I had a second threesome. And that one was even crazier. So this guy that was a truck driver where I worked, he invited me to a bar with his wife. Okay? I should have known something was up when he said, me and my wife, I want to take you out to this bar for this party.
Oh my god.
I should have expected something, right?
Yeah.
If someone tells you that, what do you think?
I'll be like, well, I'll probably be like weirded out, like what the fuck, but I'll probably still go, right? Yeah, I'll probably still go. It's food.
Okay, so I'm not the only person. So we went to this bar, right? He's like, don't worry, everything's on us. We're just gonna have a great time. He's like, there's gonna be a lot of people there. You might even like be able to hook up and stuff. Bro, these motherfuckers were swingers. Okay, they took me to a swinger party in Houston. Okay, they had me pretty much as a donation. They set me up. They set me up with this fucking couple, bro. This fucking couple, and like the couple was cool as shit, dude. The lady was fucking hot. Okay, she was a hot brunette country white woman. Okay, and her dude was this scrawny ass little fucking dude. And we hit it off, right? Obviously, because I'm a social fucking butterfly when it comes to alcohol and like being at bars.
No, yeah.
I hit it off with these people. And they're like, oh, you should come back with us. You know, we can go party at our apartment. My dumb ass could have easily gotten raped. I didn't think about it. I was like, all right, cool, bet.
Well, you're just living in the moment.
I was just living in the moment, you know. We had drinks, we had cocaine. Why not? Bro, I got to their house, right? No, it wasn't their house. They had an apartment in Houston. And I think this was like their fuck apartment. Like, I don't think they actually lived there. Because there wasn't a lot of stuff. There was like furniture. A bed and basic like dishes, like 2 plates, 2 cups, two forks
for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, exactly, and a fridge full of water and beer. Okay.
Oh my god.
There's no food in there. So I'm pretty sure they didn't live there. I'm pretty sure that was like either their Airbnb or their fuck place. So they take me there, and the lady, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the room real quick. I'm gonna get a little more comfortable. It's like, if you want, just chill out here. I'm with my husband, and I was like, okay, cool. So I'm there, and he cracks up in some beers, and we're just bullshitting, talking. And like in the midst of conversation, he's like, oh, are you ready for this? I was like, what do you mean if I'm ready for this? Like, I got scared. I was like, oh shit. He's like, you're gonna fuck my wife. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, you're gonna fuck my wife, and I'm gonna watch. And I was like, dude, that's a lot of fucking pressure, bro. Like, it's a cold night. Like, I'm not ready for this.
It's a cold night. Put the heater on.
I was like, I get stage fright, bro. You can't be doing this.
For real.
He's like, no, don't worry. He's like, I'm gonna sit back there. You won't even notice me. And I was like, okay, I guess, right? And he's like, do a little bit of cocaine. And then he gave me a gun bag. He's like, take this in there with me. And this is where I learned that cocaine works perfect for erectile dysfunction. Okay? I walk in the room. This lady's full, just spread eagle, ready to get fucked, dude. She looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie. And she was like, I walked in, and she was like in her panties, in her lingerie. It was like lingerie, but it was like lingerie that you didn't have to take off. Like, it had the holes and everything there. And she was wearing high heels, right? And I was like, oh damn, like that was really my reaction. I walked in, I was like, oh damn. I was like, fuck, I'm not ready for this. And she's like, come over here. And like, I went over there, and like, she pulled my pants down, and then she sprinkled cocaine on my dick, and she jerked it off, and like, that shit got fucking rock hard, bro. Like, that shit was like pouring Viagra in that bitch. It was just like, it turned into
your
the
dick
fucking
coat.
Dude, I had coke dick, bro. Like, that shit was hard as fuck. And like, she starts going down on me, right? And then like, we get into it, start making out, and I start fucking her. And then I hear the door open, and out the corner of my guy, I see the guy in the corner, right? And I see him there just chilling, watching. And then I start hearing like rustling, like he's taking off his pants and shit. I didn't think about it, right?
He just fucking.
And like, and so like, I'm doing my thing, right? I'm giving her I'm putting in work. Let's just put it like that. I'm putting in that work. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, my husband's gonna join now. And I was like, what? I was like, I ain't ready for this, bro. This is too much. She's like, no, just stay calm. He knows what to do. And he's like, don't worry about it. And I was like, all right. I'm still coked out. I still got coke dick. Like, we Gucci. Right? So we start smashing. I'm like, I don't know where this guy's at. I just see him floating around, right? And like, next thing I know, she's like sucking him off while I'm hitting it from behind. And then the weirdest thing happens. She says, pick me up. So I pick her up, right? And I'm holding her up, and we're smashing. And then this dude comes up from behind her, right? And I'm like, oh shit, this is like another porno right here. Like, I've never experienced this in my life. I'm only 23 years old. I ain't ready for this. And I'm thinking he's gonna slip her in her butt, right? This motherfucker stuck it in her vagina. We crossed fucking swords, bro, in here. And literally after that, I was so disturbed. Bro. Swords were crossing and nuts were knocking. Like, it was bad. And like, but I had dick, so I just kept going with it, right? I closed my eyes and I kept going. I pulled out. I couldn't finish.
Is that coke?
I couldn't finish, and I was so fucking disturbed. I was like, I gotta go, right? So they paid for my Uber to get back to where my car was. I got dressed. I left. When I'm driving home, dude, I'm just like,
what the fuck did I just go
I was like, I was traumatized, bro. For like 2 days, I was like, my dick touched another guy's dick. Did I like it or did I not? Like, I had this internal fucking, this internal conflict, bro. I was like, am I gay? Am I bisexual? I was like, what's going on?
Am I bi?
Like, yeah, like, for 3 days, dude, I was confused as fuck. I was like, I don't know if I like that or if I didn't like it. I mean, I came down to where I was not cool with it. Never gonna do it again. But that shit was fucking traumatizing, bro.
No, that's another thing that I was surprised. Like, people are really freaky like that.
Bro,
there's freaks like that.
There's freaks out there, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, drugs led me to a fun ass experience. I don't know how I never caught nothing, and I don't know how I never died.
Drugs, they make you do stuff you wouldn't expect. Yeah. And it's fun.
It's fun, dude.
It's fun.
But honestly, like, we gotta admit, you gotta be responsible with it.
No, you
gotta be disciplined with it. It's all fun and games, as long as it's just fun and games.
Yeah.
Right? As long as it's not a whole lifestyle.
That's another thing too. Like, I'm glad I've never been caught.
Yeah.
Like, especially like police and all that.
Bro, you remember that time I called you and I was like, bro, I just got pulled over. And I had cocaine fall out my nose. Do you know how terrifying that was?
So that's prison.
Let me tell a story. So I was at my ex-boss's house. I can say that now because he was my ex-boss. I was at my ex-boss's house. We were chilling. We were kicking it. I think we had... we were talking over some business stuff. And he pulled out some weed. And he was like, man, I know you ain't smoked in a minute. He's like, you want to smoke? And I was like, sure, dude. Let's roll it up. So we smoke. We're smoking. We're drinking. His wife is making steaks on the grill. Like, it was...
chill
night. It was just chill ass night, bro. Like, this is adulting at its
finest.
At its best.
It's just a regular Tuesday.
They're smoking blunts. They're cooking. It was a Wednesday. Oh. She was cooking steaks, making mashed potatoes and shit.
That's what I ate today.
And we're just there drinking and smoking, having a great time. And he started getting fucked up, right? And like, since I've been around alcoholics since I was 17 years old, since I've been around the bar scene since I was 17 years old, I know when someone's fucked up. Like, I can tell it instantly. Like, you can't fake it around me, I will know.
Yeah.
Right? I see that he's getting fucked up. And then he's getting fucked up and he's drinking and having a good time. He just looks at me, he's like, you ever done coke before? And I was like, no, I ain't never done coke before. This was before I had ever done cocaine.
Oh, okay.
No, I had done cocaine twice before.
Oh, okay.
But I told him no, I had never done it. He's like, let's do cocaine. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, let's do cocaine. And I was like, I mean, I don't got money for that, but...
yeah, that's really expensive.
He's like, don't worry about it. I'm buying. Alright? He's like, let me make a phone call. Next thing I know, 20 minutes later, a little Honda Honda Civic rolls up, windows all tinted. Guy opens the window, he throws $200 in there, we get like 4 or 5 dime bags.
$200.
Yeah, it was $50 a dime bag.
Oh my god.
How
big is that?
It's a dime bag, bro.
I don't know coke bags.
The little small dime bags.
Okay. I'm done.
The little Ziplocs. Yeah, and this is where I learned how a true coke fiend inhales cocaine. Right? You know Houston's humid.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. He's like, all right, man. He's like, since you've never done it, I'm gonna give you the best experience. He's like, you see how it's a little clumpy right now? I was like, yeah. He's like, watch this. He pulls out a crystal plate. Okay. He's like, this is the key to the best cocaine. He pulls out a crystal plate, pours all the cocaine on there, chops it all up, throws it in the microwave.
You see,
15 seconds. If you go over, it starts melting it. So you gotta do 15 seconds exactly on a crystal plate. If you do it on porcelain, it doesn't work good. If you do it on plastic, it sticks. Don't ask me how I know, just I know.
Wait, what'd you say?
When you're heating up cocaine, you gotta do it on crystal. If you do it on porcelain, it bleeds through.
Oh, okay.
And if you do it on plastic, it sticks. It melts. So you gotta do it on a crystal plate. Okay? Pulls out the crystal plate. It's nice and warm. He chops it all up. The powder gets so fucking fine, dude. It literally looks like baking soda. Like, it's so fine, so perfect. He makes like 15 lines, bro. pulls out the Whataburger straw, snips it in half. Because we didn't have $100 bills. We just threw $200 at the guy. We started doing cocaine. Okay. So we do one line, we go downstairs. Well, I'm not even hungry anymore. Like, it took my hunger away. I just wanted to drink more. We drank a 24-pack. We did another line. He's like, I need more beer. So I go with him to go buy beer. We buy another 24-pack. We come back. I get 6 in. He gets 6 in. So we're 12, halfway through it. We do 4 lines.
Oh, my God.
Right? 4 lines. Now, this is... Like, there was a period between the first 2 times I've done it and now. So, like, I'm getting the highs again. Like, I'm getting used to it. So, I literally start feeling my nose, my tongue, and my upper teeth start going numb. Pretty much like the whole nose and upper part of your mouth that goes numb. And I was like, fuck. I started clacking my teeth and stuff. And I was like, damn, I'm feeling real good. But I'm feeling really paranoid right now. So, long story short, I started getting real paranoid. And I was like, I gotta go home. I'm like, I'm getting too paranoid. I gotta go home. And like, the funniest thing was, I didn't tell him that. I was like, I just got up and I was like, I gotta go home.
This is shit I would do too.
So I'm all paranoid. I'm panicking. My heart's fucking just. I'm sweating because I'm paranoid. And I was like, I gotta go home. And he's like, what happened? I was like, I gotta go home. I gotta go home. And I'm speaking fast because the shit's like going through me and like my pupils are.
I gotta go home.
And I was like, I gotta go home. I gotta go home. So I jump in my car, I take off, and I'm hauling ass, dude. I don't even realize it. I'm going down Highway 6, just running all the red lights. Going like 90 miles per hour. And I get off to get on 90. So, you know, you gotta go over the train tracks. And I make that turn, and then I start hauling ass because I gotta take a piss. And, like, I'm hauling ass, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta get to Rosenberg. So I'm getting into Rosenberg, and I forget. Because I'm hauling ass going 90 miles per hour. I forget the speed limit is 35 to going down 90 on Main Street. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I know I gotta take a piss, and the only thing open is gonna be Stripes on 36. So I pass this cop going 55. No, I pass this cop going 40 miles per hour on the 35.
Oh, wow.
I'm at the point where I'm gonna piss my pants. I'm high as shit. Like, everything's numb now. Like, everything. And I'm speaking really fast. Like, I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. I get pulled over.
Oh my God, I would have freaked out.
And like, I get pulled over, music's banging, so I turn it down, and I'm watching the light just get closer and closer, and I'm just feeling my heart go, and I was like, fuck. He flashes the light, I look straight. I roll the window down. He's like, do you know this is 35? I was like, bro, I'm going 40. He's like, yo, you're speeding. I was like, okay, can I get my ticket? He's like, oh, you don't want to know why? I was like, no, just give me a ticket. I gotta take a piss. I gotta get to the fucking Stripes. Like, I was speaking fast like that. I was like, I really gotta pee. I gotta go. And his bitch ass cop, dude. He's like, all right, give me your license and your insurance. And I give it to him. He walks back so fucking slow, bro. And I'm there like dancing in my car, about to piss myself. And he's just taking his sweet ass time. And in that, he walks back, and as he's walking forward, he's getting closer. And then because I've been bouncing around, I have to take a piss. I feel something fall out my nose.
Oh my God.
Falls in my lap. And I'm looking down, and while that's happening, he's walking up to the window. And I'm just like, fuck. Oh so I look forward, and I was like, dude, I gotta take a piss. I'm closing my eyes, not looking at him. And he's like, all right, here's your ticket. I need you to sign it. And then he started going over everything, and I was like, dude, I gotta take a piss. I gotta go. He gives me the ticket. I literally just pulled up to the light, turn around, and go take a piss in front of someone's business and take off, dude. But that night, dude, that was the last night I had ever done cocaine. Like, I told myself after that night, I was like, I was praying to God the whole time. I was like, please don't let me go to jail. If I don't go to jail, I'll never touch this shit again. Yeah, dude, that shit was terrifying. Like, imagine if you would have just seen it. Or if you would have seen my pupils, I would have been fucked. I would have been in jail still. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. You know, that happened to me one time. I didn't get pulled over. Me and my friend were just chilling in the parking lot at Cinemark.
At Cinemark?
Yeah, and we're doing weed, right? We're grinding, and we had like 6 grams. Tell me why a cop pulls up.
Fuck, really?
On us. But I think the Lord was with me that day. and it was the cop from Cinemark, and we knew, and I knew who he was, and we were cool, we were chilling.
Yeah.
And my friend was freaking out. I was like, "Oh, we're going to jail. We're going to jail. We're going to jail." And I was like, "Oh, fuck no!" Like he was accepting it, and I was like, "Fuck no, we ain't going to jail." So I tried to go as fast as I can. I tried to put most of the weed up in this container I had. And
what was the container?
The container that it doesn't smell.
Oh,
I tried to put most of it in.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. I left like a G on the ground, and he pulls up. He's like. And like he already knows, right? Mm-hmm. So he's like, "Look, I'm just telling y'all right now. I don't really care. Y'all doing weed, just go do it somewhere else. It's just weed, you know. Mm-hmm. Even if I did take you in, it will only be a day. Unless y'all have more." I was like, "Oh no, we have a G. It's just that on the ground." And he's like, "Oh, all right, that's good. Just go do it somewhere else. I mean, weed will be legalized soon."
Hopefully,
and he just let us go. Yeah. But man, I was so scared. And then we went to the river park, but at the park, and we went to smoke there.
That's a good place, man. I used to go back there and go down to the river and smoke.
That's what we did.
Yeah, that's a spot.
That was the spot.
That was the spot.
And we were just like, could have gone to jail today. Damn. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you about the first time I've done Molly.
Oh yes.
That was
it an experience?
That was an experience.
Yeah.
So let me just go off by this. So I don't know if you know, but with Molly, you have to do it 4 hours without eating before. Like if you have to eat and then wait 4 hours to take it,
really?
Or else it doesn't hit.
What? Just like digesting your food? Or
it's like it's very digestive. Like it won't digest well. It won't work because like you can do it like maybe 3 hours, 2 hours, but it won't hit like 4 hours. Like it's weird. You have to do it like 4 hours before. You have to eat before 4 hours. Okay. So you eat and then wait for 4 hours, then pop it. Okay. But that's the best way, so it can hit well, and you know the food in there will keep you safe. But hear me out. Okay. I didn't know that at first. Right. I was working that day, and it was for my friend's birthday. And we all met up at this house. We called it the crack house. And everything went down there. So I remember me and my friend would always talk about Molly. Like, oh man, I've never done Molly, but like if I would try it. Damn. Okay. 2 weeks after that, we said that cousin sells Molly, and it's pure Molly, crystal form in the rock. Ooh. It's pure. Damn. It's not processed. It's not cut. Yeah. It's just a rock. Damn. We got, I want to say, so they come in like those little capsules. We got, I want to say 12. 12 of them? 12 of them. God damn. We got so many because it was a party. Oh, okay. So, and I want to say those 12 that were taken, everybody, first time doing Molly. Yeah. First time, everybody. And yeah, that's a lot of people. Yeah. So I was working that day and I was waiting for that night. I ate so I was working at Insulation outside. They fed us tacos that day. Okay. I ate that. From El Charito or? Nah, just like we were like somewhere far. Oh, okay. But we got tacos. I ate like 3 of them. That's the last thing I ate. That was the last thing I ate. And I remember going to the party, and I was kind of nervous because like it was Molly. I've never done this. Everybody pops it. As soon as I take it, heart goes off because I got paranoid. I was like, "Fuck! It's my first time. I've never done this. Oh my god!" No, it didn't hit. I was just nervous. You just got paranoid? I just got nervous. Yeah. So I'm letting time go by, right? And as time was passing by, I'm looking up like how this shit hits. And, you know, it says 4 hours.
Dude, that's crazy. And it takes 4 hours to hit.
It doesn't take like 4 hours. I'm just saying.
Or it hits for 4 hours.
You have to eat and then wait 4 hours for it to hit real nice, real good.
Okay.
Yeah. So I popped it, and like I said, as time going by, I'm trying to see how it hits. It said that I haven't ate 6 hours.
Oh shit.
So it was a long time.
Yeah.
And it takes about 30 to 45 minutes. So time is passing by. We're all sitting down. People are inside. So there was more than 12 people. It was like 20 people. But 12 people took Molly. So time. Yeah. First time
I
too.
still find it so crazy. 12 people.
First time. Everybody.
Holy shit.
All for it. And it was a birthday girl. It was fun. It was supposed to be a fun time. But you can't drink. Cannot drink. You would die.
It'll overheat, right?
Yeah, you would die.
You will die.
You would die. So we took it. Time's passing by. And then there's some people outside, some people inside. I was outside with a couple of friends, and I started feeling this euphoria, but not like crazy. But I was just like, I'm just so happy. Like I kept saying that, I'm just so happy. And then people were smoking cigarettes and everything. It was amazing on Molly.
Was it really?
Yeah, amazing.
Dude, the only way I can smoke cigarettes is if I'm drinking.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
But it was a whole different experience. We were smoking packs after pack.
Oh.
It was weird. And like people who didn't like cigarettes were smoking cigarettes.
Damn.
So we're smoking, right? 20 minutes later, it starts hitting more. Like you can feel it. I could feel it in my head. Like it was weird. Like I was getting more happy. I was just like, oh, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Like I was so geeked out. Like I was so happy. I was like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with everybody. And like I was just the euphoria is amazing. I was so happy. And everybody's saying it too. Oh, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy.
Goddamn.
Music starts playing. Music was crazy. This playlist, whoever did it, crazy playlist. It went from rap to like pop to chill music.
So
it was everything.
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe. Everything. There was light.
Yeah.
Lights were like crazy. They were so beautiful. Then we sat down at this table, and that's where I was like, dude, I'm so goddamn happy. Like I'm so goddamn happy. But that's when I got a little nervous. Because so it's my first time, right? Yeah. Heart's going off.
Oh shit.
And my thing is like, with Molly that's gonna happen. Your heart's gonna go off. But my thing is I think that's why I get most scared of drugs when heart rate goes off. I don't know why. It's just
it's scary because you don't know if your heart's just gonna stop.
That's what I think. That's what I be. So my heart's going off, right? And I'm just like, I'm so goddamn happy. And after I said, I was like, wait, I'm too happy. Like I took a moment. I was like, I need to calm down. Like I'm super happy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I need to calm down. I go to the restroom. Like I'm just like looking at myself. Heart's going off. Just like. Just breathing. I'm just like, okay, like I'm good. I'm just happy to be here. Super happy. Go into the room, and I'm like, I shake a lot already, and I was shaking even more. But that was the only way that comforted me. So I was just shaking. I was just like, fuck, this is a lot. Like this is a lot. But I like it was cool. It was cool. Like yes, it was a lot, but it was cool. It was cool. Like I wasn't freaking out
like the acid.
No, I was just so happy. Like I'm just saying, and everybody there was just amazing. And then so we sat on this table, and the first time when I did it, time super slow.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because the second time I done it, super fast. First time, super slow, like slower than weed time. Damn. Like you know how you get high and you're just like, man, it's barely that time.
Yeah.
I would be having I would feel like I'm having 20-minute conversations and it was only 3 minutes.
Fuck.
There was this lollipop because I wanted a lollipop, could not taste it. And I would put it on my tongue and just like, I can't taste this. But I was like, it tastes like red because it was cherry. But I was like, it tastes like red. And dude,
oh man,
I think we were so geeked out. I was like, this tastes like red. Look, try it. And my other friend that's on Molly, he's like does not give a fuck. Just licks it as well and just like, oh my god, you're so right. Like I don't taste it, and we're like so amazed by it.
That's so fucking funny.
We get a random person who's on Molly too. We're like, dude, try this. Licks it and it's like, oh my god, what the fuck? I can't taste it. Like you can just feel it.
Yeah.
And we're giving it to this chick, and she doesn't give a fuck about if we put it in other people's mouth. And then we had Sprite.
Ooh.
That was cool too.
Yeah.
Oh, you taste this fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we were in that table just having conversations, but everything was we were talking super fast, but it felt 5 minutes. It was only 5 minutes, but it felt like 20, 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
And music was just amazing. We were jamming out.
Bro,
like,
why does music get so much better?
I don't know, man. Like it's
so amazing. Like I always think about that because the best artists are always super high, tripping balls. And then when you hear that music, high as fucking tripping balls, it's like you feel their emotions.
No, yeah,
right?
you feel it. And oh yeah, dude, the music, I was feeling it, man. It was so good. The vibe was crazy. It was amazing. It was the happiest moment I've ever had in my life. Like, like I had a friend that didn't want to do it, but he told me like I didn't want my happiest moment to be on Molly. I was like, man, that's some bullshit. Cause you know what? I reached the happiness that no one will ever reach. Yeah. Like
that's what I'm telling you, man. Drugs done responsibly bring so much happiness.
No, yeah, I was so happy.
Yeah.
That day, but the next couple of days, I had a glow up because of how happy I was.
Then you felt positive. Yeah. You felt motivated.
Yeah, man. And then so then we all ended up on the couch, right? Okay, so this is where it kind of gets weird. Yeah. So okay, we're all on Molly, right? Tripping balls. I'm shaking because that's what comforts me. Yeah. Okay, there's this guy. He brought the vibe down. He's bringing the vibe down. He was bringing the vibe down. Damn. Okay, so like we're all having a good time, right? The randomest thing ever. He was like, man, I've been so depressed and everything. No, he was one of those. He was like, I was so depressed. If I took this every day, I'll never be sad or anything. And he was saying some bullshit, and everybody was like, what the fuck? And the funniest thing, my friend that didn't do the Molly, he was smoking only. He thought that was the funniest thing ever because as he said that, everyone on the Molly was like, whoa, what the hell?
Like, hold on,
what are you talking about, bro? We're like, yeah, pause. And he thought that was the funniest thing there because we saw everybody having a good time and everybody who's on Molly just...
It was just down there.
Whoa, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the worst thing.
But he thought it was the funniest thing.
Like,
and at that moment...
The two worst things are the downers and the girl that gets too fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Like, any party... It's a great time till you get that one person that's really depressed and starts crying, or you get that girl that's too fucked up and now you gotta worry about how she's gonna get home.
No, yeah, man. And then you know what? That's exactly what happened that night. This girl took, I'm telling you, not even fucking joking, 2 shots, drunk as fuck.
I'm telling you, bro.
She was trying to go home to drink and drive. I'm like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So we had to sober her up. We had pizza that day. A lot of food, actually. We tried to sober her up, and she did sober up. But she went home eventually.
You know, you want to hear something crazy? So in the height of my partying days, there was times where I would get so fucked up on brown liquor, and there was no water around to sober up. Right? You want to know what I used to drink to sober up?
Don't tell me.
I used to drink fucking vodka and cranberry.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm not even playing it. There was times where I was fucked up. Like where I was fucked up enough to know I shouldn't drive, but fucked up enough to know I can make it home.
Oh
So I would
God.
just start chugging fucking vodka and cranberry juice, bro, and that shit would sober me up. 30 minutes, about 2-3 vodkas in, I was straight, bro.
Oh my God.
I was straight. I don't know why, but
You're
don't be
good.
an alcoholic, bro. That shit gets scary sometimes.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about downers and party killers and shit, I think it's the perfect time to go into Pendejo of the Week on our podcast. Because, yeah, you know, we got.
Yeah.
Don't be a pendejo and bring the party down. You want to know who the Pendejo of the Week was?
Who's Pendejo of the Week?
Kanye West, bro. This motherfucker is tripping.
Yes,
You
he
see
is.
all the shit he said on Twitter?
I saw some of
Where
the
he's like,
stuff.
J. Cole and Drake better give him an apology.
Fucking Kanye.
Dude, Kanye's a trip, and I love how fucking crazy he is.
He is a trip.
You know, he's
Like,
over
he
here.
is a
He's
trip.
over here saying I'm the new Moses. He's saying the NBA and modern music industry is fucking slavery. Like this dude's been tripping. He stays tripping. Y'all need to keep him off Twitter before he hurts himself. But yeah, this week our pendejo of the week was Kanye.
Kanye West.
Kanye West. Don't be a downer like him.
Yeah. Anyway, man, like I was saying, down near the party, right? So then the birthday girl was like, you know what? She was like, hey, it doesn't matter because you just have to get up and keep going. Like, some motivational speaker, right? And he was like, oh, yeah, okay. And you know how sometimes, like, I was telling you, like, there was moments where I would get paranoid and shit. So, another thing I was scared, which I probably wouldn't care now, but at the time I would be scared because, like, you know how I say I was kind of paranoid.
Yeah.
So you know what I would do to like kind of relieve myself?
What?
I would get water
And splash
on my
it?
hand, splash it on my neck.
Yeah.
But dude, I did it with the people who didn't do Molly, and they just see me and they look like I'm a freak. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just cooling myself because also I couldn't sweat.
Oh.
Could not sweat.
Okay. But
so
you
I had
were hot?
but I had to cool down.
Yeah, that shit's scary, bro.
Yeah, it's scary, but like I was chilling, man. I was just trying to party.
Yeah.
But like, and then I was like, cause Molly, I was so talkative, I was so interactive. I was always talking to someone. I didn't know who, but like I'll talk to someone.
Yeah.
And then we sat down, right?
Uh-huh.
And then this is the first session we had, right? So we have weed. I have never smoked so much weed in my life until that day.
God damn.
I want to say we smoked 15 blunts.
Holy shit.
Yes. And dude, I don't know, the birthday girl was rolling, right? I don't know how she did it. Because, like, at one point she was rolling. And she told me, like, she was like, oh, like, I'm having trouble on this one. I tried to roll and I couldn't do it. I just could not roll. I could not roll.
Yeah.
We smoked so much. Every time I'll take, like, 2 puffs and pass it, another one would come by and keep going. Like, hey, like, so, oh, fuck. Just keep going. Like, we kept going. But, like, when we had weed, that's when I calmed down. Like, I felt way better. So we started calming down.
Yeah.
And that's when I texted my plug. You know, the one that sold you edibles? He's done a lot of Molly, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was...
Does he sell it?
Nah. But he used to do a lot, like, a little bit too much. He told me one time he went a week. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was doing the big boy numbers.
Yeah.
He was doing more than he should. But yeah,
dude, that's fucking crazy. A whole week.
Yeah, a whole week. I was like, man,
I
no wonder why you're
do
depressed.
That, I don't know how you can
I was
do
like,
that.
I don't wonder why you're depressed.
Yeah, no kidding, bro.
No, but yeah, that's when I was telling him, like, hey, any tips? Because, like, he swiped up. He was like, is that Molly? I was like, hell yeah.
Papa Molly, I'm sweating.
Yeah. And I told him tips. He was like, orange juice and weed is an essential because it calms you down and shit.
Yeah.
Here's where I also, like, another point where I got scared a little bit. So the guy that was a downer, right? He thought he was the shit. Took a shot.
No.
One shot. And he was like, ah!
Oh, no.
Like, okay, and we're all sitting down, right? And we're just talking. We're just saying, like, oh my God, like, this is so perfect. Like, this is the perfect night.
Yeah.
Everything is so good. I'm happy. I literally look at him, right? And he's just, like, by himself. and he was just moving. He was just like he looked like he was freaking out, but he just kept shaking, but in like in a comfortable way where he looked like something was like bad happening, right? So I told him, hey dude, you want to do something to calm down, get water and put it on your neck. I told everybody this because my other friend was like, dude, just stop doing that. But I was like, no, it's just helping. I would literally tell everybody to do it, and they would be like, oh my god, that works so well.
It does.
So I told him, like, do that, right? And he did it. And he felt like a little bit better. He felt like some kind of relief. But he kept shaking. I was like, oh fuck, like, and then I just stopped looking at him because I just didn't want to see. I didn't want to see him. I didn't want to see him.
That's fucked up.
And then I think we were like 30 minutes before like the high is going down. He's like, I'm gonna go home. And I was like, are you sure? Everybody's like, are you sure? Because like we know like it's not done. Like, we know we can still feel it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. He went home.
He made it home?
I don't know. I heard he did, but
oh shit!
Well, I seen him at HEB because that's where he works. Yeah, I seen him. He's still alive.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's
but
good.
That night I was freaking out because I was like, whoa. I was like,
no, you know.
After he left, another session.
No, really? Smoke session or?
Yeah.
Oh,
but here's the thing: when I was on it too, you like, yes, like I smoked a lot. But I did not feel the high, like the weed high. Could not feel it. I had iron lungs that day. Yeah. Could not feel it. If it was like a cigarette, but like with nothing.
With nothing in it.
It was just smoke.
Just smoke. Nice.
But I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I've had, besides the shroom experience, I've had nothing but great experiences. Although I haven't tried hard drugs, and I don't think I ever will. Like, I'm not gonna smoke no crack.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not gonna inject anything.
Like, I'm telling you, Molly is the last thing
I think Coke was my height. Yeah. Like, that's my ceiling. I'm good there. I can say I've experienced enough. Although I do want to try DMT and ayahuasca.
DMT, I heard.
No, bro.
Dude,
Okay, hear me out. We save up money. We fly to Bolivia. Okay, then we go down to the Amazon rainforest. We find a tribe that has ayahuasca, because you got to do it with the
What the fuck is ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca is like DMT on steroids.
Oh my god, DMT is already like fucking crazy.
Ayahuasca, from what I've heard, from what Joe Rogan has said,
he's tried it?
Is DMT on steroids, and you got to do it with a witch doctor or like someone a chief of a tribe or something. They say it makes you puke like crazy, but it shows you a whole nother world.
What the fuck?
And I'm trying to do that shit in the Amazon. So I say, like, in 5 years from now, we gonna.
Yeah, I mean, let me try DMT first.
Nah, dude, let's just skip. Let's go to the big league. Let's go to the big league.
Dude, I think DMT is so crazy though.
I want to try it.
I think that's so crazy that the fact that it's only a 20-minute trip.
But
people say it can
it's
last
an outer body experience, dude. It's something that's gonna stick with you forever.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so let me tell you about the edibles. Right, like I was gonna tell you. So I got the shit from the plug, and I was like, all right, bet. You know, I got to know Elia's house. We were chilling. We thought we were gonna have the house to ourselves. Her parents show up. Her dad shows up. And all of them show up. And JP, like, me and JP have been watching zombie movies. So we were going to watch Zombieland together. And I was like, fuck it, let's have a few. And then, you know, we'll
see how it goes.
We'll watch Zombieland. Bro. Okay, this was a 400 milligram package. There's 10 gummies. Each one's 40 milligrams. Right? And my dumb ass, I don't remember how milligrams work and how high they get you. So I ate 1.5, and I gave Noelle the other half.
I was not gonna do that.
Okay, that's what I thought. Right? I was like, 1.5, that ain't shit. I'll just wait, see how it hits, and then I'll gauge it from there. I haven't smoked and done drugs in a while. Yeah, at least 3 months. At least 3 months. Right? Noelle passes out.
What happened?
When we're watching Zombieland, she passes out. Oh, maybe she had one. No, she had one.
Oh, okay.
And I had 1.5.
Oh,
okay. So she passes out. She tells me, she's like, this shit's hitting me too hard. And here I am. I was like, how is this hitting you? But her eyes are bloodshot red, and she can barely keep them open.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I'm straight. Like this ain't shit, right? So I sat down and we're watching Zombieland, and I think it was like 15 minutes in, and I was like, oh, that's not doing nothing. Let me have another one. Mm-hmm. So now I have 2.5 in me, right? Bro, that first one hit. The first 1.5 hit. About halfway through Zombieland. Uh-huh. And since I haven't gotten high in a while, it hit me a lot harder than it normally would.
That wave of high came
no, it wasn't a wave. It was like, it fucking kicked me, and it drop kicked me. Dude. I was sitting on the bed, bro, and I was just like, holy shit, I'm high. Like, It hit me so hard, my vision got blurry temporarily. Oh shit! Yeah. And then it came back, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I started sweating, bro, because I started getting paranoid. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, "I'm high as shit." No, I think I was passed out. JP doesn't know what the fuck's going on, but we're here watching Zombieland, and I'm trying to keep my cool, bro.
You're like, just overthinking.
Yeah, and I'm just overthinking everything, just going full panic mode. My heart starts going boom, 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 boom. I started sweating. I'm like, shit. And then my dumb ass, I start going.
You have a manual breathing.
JP turns around, he's like, are you alright? I was like, oh yeah, I don't know.
You forgot to breathe.
Yeah, I forgot. I was like, I forgot to breathe. He must start laughing. He's like, you alright? I was like, yeah, I'm good.
I know that feeling. I was like, you gotta turn your breathing to manual.
And then I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck. I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta wet my face and kind of like calm down, right? Because I'm panicking. So I get up and I go to grab a door handle and I miss it. And my dumb ass goes to grab it again, and I'm like, I'm missing it all the times. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I grab it, and my brain stops working. And I don't know how to work it. Mm-hmm. And JP's just watching Zombieland the whole time, looking at me, and he's like, "Are you sure you're alright?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just fucking around." And I walk out, right? I peek out and make sure there's no one in the hallway. I see everyone in the living room just chilling, watching the movie, and I was like, "Okay." So I went down the hallway, right into the restroom. I wet my face. I sat on the toilet and just like sat there for a second. I turned the fan on so they can't hear me. Mm-hmm. And I was just like. Everything's fucking dumb, like my head's going dumb. I go into airhead mode, you know, and I'm just like, I splash my water in my face. I was like, get your shit together. I look in the mirror, I was like, get your shit together. You got this. And then I tell myself, I know, I got this. Walk out the restroom, go back in, and I feel it start wearing off. And I was like, alright, man, it's time for another one. I ate another one. As soon as I'm done chewing that one, the second one I ate hits me.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Another round.
And I'm sitting there, and then the third one hits me, and then intensifies the second one. And at that point, I was just like, holy shit. I got to the point where I was scared to move because I didn't know how fast I was moving. Like, I picked up my hand, and I was like, how fast am I actually going? Like, I'm trying to gauge it, right? But we're still watching Zombieland. Like, we're still 3/4 of the way in. We're not even through the whole fucking movie.
Damn, them hoes hit, man.
Yeah, it hit me. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, fuck, dude. I started panicking again because I was getting too high. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck. Like, to myself, I'm just whispering, fuck. JP's just like, what the fuck? Like, I can't go get water. So I get up, I walk out, and like, I notice as I'm walking to the kitchen, I can't feel the pressure on my feet on the floor, right? So I'm like, this is fucking weird. So I get the water. I look at the living room because you can see the living room from the kitchen as I'm getting water. I'm looking at them. I'm just sipping on this slowly, and I see their mom, and I'm just like, okay, echo. So I'm walking, and I walk into the room, and Olivia's awake, and my dumbass walks in, right? And I'm gonna show you what I did, and then I'll explain. So I walk in the door with my cup. Tell me why I was walking like this. I was fucking high-stepping from the moment her mom saw me into her room. I high-stepped the whole way because my dumb ass couldn't feel the fucking pressure on the floor. And she loses her shit and just busts out a laugh. And she's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I'm like, shut up, babe, Shapey's right there. We were so fucking high, bro. And then I ate one more to go to sleep. And then when I went to sleep, I couldn't sleep because like it hit me while I was trying to fall asleep, and I was like, "Whoa."
Have you? Like I remember one time I ate an edible, and I woke up because I ate it in the nighttime. I woke up high.
So that's what happened to Noelia. She fell asleep. And she woke up. No, well, she ate one more before bed. Okay. And she fell asleep and she got high as shit again and woke up high as shit. She slept 12 hours and still woke up high, bro. You don't remember, she's tiny. She's short and she's tiny. So it hit her really hard, bro. And the next day I woke up and I was still a little high and I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, she has a bunch of, like tabletop games, like, you know, with Dungeons and Dragons. Well, she has a zombie one. And the next day, like, I already knew, I was like, okay, my microdose with half a gummy the whole time, I can get a nice mellow high and not freak out. So the whole time we were playing the game, dude, I thought the game was the greatest fucking game ever because I was just microdosing the whole time, having a great time. At the end of the day, I learned how to microdose it. It was a great time. I fucking loved it. I'm gonna hit him up again, see if he has some more when I get paid. That shit was fun. But yeah, I got super paranoid because her parents were there and her brother was in the room. And I'm just trying to act cool, bro. My dumbass was high stepping. Oh man.
That is funny.
Good times.
That is fucking funny right there.
Yeah, come on. You know I gotta do stupid shit somehow.
I do stupid shit all the time.
Yeah.
I do stupid shit all the time, especially when I was high.
Yeah. Dude, good times. Well, shit, bro. I think that was a pretty good podcast, man.
I think so too.
Thank you for sitting down with me.
No problem.
I don't know if you want to see it. I'm gonna introduce. We're bringing back the local artist of the week, the local feature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me run this ad real quick. Local artist of the week was brought to you by Southern Star Brewing Company. They have the greatest, most delicious beers in Texas, maybe in the whole wide world. They have delicious beers that you can try today by going up to the tap room up in Conroe. They have the Southern Brunch that tastes just like a mimosa in a can. It is amazing. You know, we're right around fall too, so it's time to get your pumpkin spice. If you're into pumpkin beers, get you that Cyborg. It's a pumpkin spice beer. It's delicious. And to top it off, since it's wintertime, you know it's time for that Buried Hatchet Stout. They have their Cyborg, they have their Strawberry Blonde. They also have nothing but delicious beers. You gotta check them out. You gotta look them up. They're at 3525 North Fraser Street in Conroe, Texas 77303. They literally have a beer for everybody. If you don't like beer, you'll find a beer you like because they make it for everybody. Oh, and they also have their low calorie IPA. That's the one I was forgetting about. They just came out with it. It's called their Little Cow IPA. Only 100 calories and a whole lot of flavor. They also just dropped the Corova Milkshake, which is it has extravagant amounts of Citro and Wamia hops. It's rounded out with lactose and organic vanilla beans. The Corova IPA is strongly reminiscent to dreamsicles. So if you like those orangey dreamsicles that remind you of your childhood in the summer heat, go check them out. They got something for you. Even if you don't like beer, you're going to find something you like. Again, that's Southern Star Brewing Company. Tell them the Weekly D podcast sent you, or tell them Danny G sent you. They're all my friends up there. Tell them I said hi. Say hi to Keith and Angel. They're the tap room managers. And yeah, you'll have a great time regardless. So, today's artist of the week is the one, the only, Bo Bundy.
Riding billies with my vatos. Never been a boyfriend, I was Sancho. Got a bad bitch, fucked her in the rancho. Mama used to beat my ass with a gancho. Everywhere I go, they ask if I'm a narco. Cause I got avestruz on my saco. So much drip, bitch, I made a charco. Downside vato, I like to chase gato. I mix matecate with tahini and clamato. Bad little bitch, but she love to eat tacos. Got a couple friends, so I put up in my Tahoe. All up on my cheese, you can call me Vaquita. All up in my body, you call me Paquita. We just ran down, let's go buy some fajita. Put up in my truck, yeah, alta o bajita. This is for my Northside Beaners, my cousin Pasadena. Whitewash Mexicans up in Tessacita. Oh, it's Mamacita from Northern to Almeida. Bombshells, bitches up to 45 feet. Got so much ice, I just pulled down my heater. Baby, I'm not a dog, I'm a motherfucking cheater. Hella bitches around me, they just follow the leader. Now your bitch gone, now you asking, have you seen her? Dos, I'm riding 24. Bo Bundy riding billies with my vatos. Never been a boyfriend, I was Sancho. Got a bad bitch, fucked her in the rancho. Mama used to beat my ass with a gancho. Everywhere I go, they ask if I'm a narco. Cause I got avestruz on my saco. So much drip, bitch, I made a charco.
1, 2, 3, I te guacho. Feeling froggy, then jump, little sapo. It's chingo, blingo with the big tamarindo. ¿Quién es ese chico con el plátano mosico? Tamales went viral, top of the charts. You ain't gotta wait till Christmas, I'm whipping in March. In 2001, I was covered in starch. I had masa in a lot out the grocery carts. Been paisa, way before paisa, I was popping. See us in the kitchen, that mean new shit dropping. Zapatos Versace, reppin' the H. Got botas de Astros, but these ones tacuache. Cállate los hocico, I rep for my people. And still got more wood than them boys from Home Depot. Everybody wearing cowboy hats, it's like that, bro. I started that way back, no cap though.
1, 2, I'm riding 24. Bo Bundy riding billies with my vatos. Never been a boyfriend, I was Sancho. Got a bad bitch, fucked her in the rancho. Mama used to beat my ass with a gancho. Everywhere I go, they ask if I'm a narco. Cause I got avestruz on my saco. So much drip, bitch, I made a charco.